Eve. Here we are. Your thoughts on all of these extensive measures and how you've seen it change over the years?
Well, Happy New Year to you, first off. One thing that's happened is in many years, I've actually sat on this committee related to the planning for New Year's Eve, the Times Square celebration. There's a lot that goes into this. On January 1st is 27. So there's a year-long process that goes into that. But the teachable moments from what happened in Australia on Bondi Beach would be extracted in terms of how we can create a more robust component of security to ensure the fortification of the individuals or the revelers are sound. We have over 1 million people, more congested area, so the NYPD has to have a tight but focused security mechanism.
Yeah, I came through Times Square this morning. I saw the fences coming up, the NYPD out in force, very friendly faces, and already there are people like Alexis bundled up in these coats. So there'll be a lot of puffy coats. You know, how do you keep everybody safe when everybody's bundled up like that?
It's an arduous task, but the NYPD is fit for the. We've been doing this for years on end. Those people that are in those pedestrian pens, they can't go to the bathroom. Once you get in, you're locked in. If you got to go to the bathroom, you can leave and you can't come back in. But what's interesting about this year's dynamic of security is there are two factors. You have the traditional magnetometers, people that are being screened when they come into the pedestrian pens. However, we also have an added, it would be officers, not just in uniform, but in plain clothes as well, that are conducting security assessments inside, internally, within that crowd to ensure that things run safe.
Yeah, great. Important that these eyes are everywhere. The NYPD commissioner talked about some of the boosted security measures and something that they're doing that they argued was a little bit new. Take a listen.
The Times Square New Year's Eve celebration is bigger than last year's. And you're going to see more officers in two main places. First is at the access points to the event on 6th and 8th Avenue, so we can expedite entry exit. Second is we are going to be doing secondary screening this year of people inside pens. If we see anything that looks suspicious, we will have teams in place to do appropriate screening. That's a new addition this year as well.
What thoughts on that new addition?
Well, we have to look at what happened in Paris. Paris canceled their New Year's Eve celebration in the wake of for terrorism in that particular location in Paris. So we have extracted what's necessary or definitive to assist in making us as New Yorkers safe. We have in the NYPD an intelligence unit that has officers throughout the globe, and what they do is extract tangible information that can assist in making this a more safe and robust security-related environment. And so what the commissioner is speaking to is factual, but we also officers, but we work in tandem with the technological innovations. One of the technological innovations, we have drone technology. A drone can cover far more distance than an officer on foot. So when you marry the two entities together, that being the officers on foot, it proves to be a more safe and robust environment for us.
Department of Homeland Security official Tricia McLaughlin talked about this and how people should get out there and celebrate. I hate to hear about celebrations getting canceled. Here's what she said.
Working very closely with local and state, but Americans are going to continue to go out and celebrate. That's what we want. We're Americans. We don't bend the knee to these terrorist organizations, and so we're going to continue to be safe and vigilant.
What's your message in the wake of what she said there?
I think we do a phenomenal job. What happens with the NYPD, we have an ops center in one police plaza that consists of state, local, and federal authorities that are working in tandem to ensure that this goes off without a hitch. So this is something we've been doing on end. And so it's unfortunate what happened in Paris, but at the same token, we have it covered. And I can tell you, we won't have issues as it relates to terrorism or violence outside of skirmishes, minor skirmishes of people in